Good evening and welcome to Just Ladies. I am your host, Angie Mlay. Thank you for tuning in, and today I have a gorgeous lady. I always say I have gorgeous ladies, but honestly, she is gorgeous and the whole country is in love with her, from her looks to her personality. And I'm going to let you watch a short clip of her doing her thing, and then you're going to know who's my guest. So we'll be right back.
Nairobi, mji wa warembo kupindukia. Warembo wanaopenda midundo na raha, utamu wa maisha mazuri na pesa.
Kama ungekuwa ukiishi hapa, ningekushughulikia.
Acha nikwambie, mwanamke huwa hatambuliki kulingana na vifungo ambazo ziko kwa shati ya bwanake.
pt1.
Hi, my name is Nyambura Mwangi. Many of you know me as Avril, and I play the role of Eva on Sumul Penzi. Eva is, wow, she's adorable. She's a lovely woman.
Kwani unaniangalia ni kama nimevunjika mbavu?
Nijali vile wabunge wenzako watakuona.
Eva is like Mariam's so-called best friend. They've known each other for a long time. I think she's her best friend. Sorry.
I think she's one of the people that I'm real with. Like, I'm Miriam with. Yeah.
I classify her as a hopeless romantic.
She'll display what a lot of women want.
She has a relationship with a very, very controlling man.
Kazi ilikuwaje leo?
Ilikuwa poa sana. He kind of just wants her to be in a particular zone.
Lakini unajua nakupenda. Ni vile tu wakati mwingine mtu anakuwa busy sana.
I love my girls. Mariam and Eva have been friends for the longest time. So Eva tends to always be real with Mariam.
So ulichelewa kazini alafu Clat alikuwa upset.
Ningekuwa mwanaume angekasirika sana.
Nono shanza kumzengua eh? Hebu nikuulize. Kwani huoni kuna opportunity hapa? Huyo jamaa Eric. Akona pesa?
Our viewers should definitely look out for a lot of drama. When you have 4 girls on set, I mean, definitely expect a lot of drama. I love my director. Carol Odongo is amazing. She's very patient, and she actually makes you internalize the character. So by the time you're getting on set to talk about what you're doing, you have everything. Hi, my name is Nyambura Mwangi. I play the role of Eva on Sumul Penzi. Catch Sumul Penzi on Africa Magic Swahili.
And we're back. So you know I have Miss Avril with me. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. So now, first of all, everybody calls you Avril, but I know you're called Nyambura. Yes?
Yeah.
So Nyambura, tell us, how did you come up with your stage name, or is Avril like part of your name?
My official name is Nyambura Mwangi, but I was born on the month of April. So April happens to be Avril in French. Yeah, I did the whole Avril.
Yeah, like girl, do you speak French?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I adopted the name Avril, and everyone just, followed through. So eventually, everyone was calling me Avril, and when I ventured into the music industry, I felt like it was already a name that people could, associate with.
Yeah.
And I just called myself Avril, and that is my stage name.
Do you use
Avril.
it legally?
I do not use it legally, but when I'm conducting business, of course I do, because I have copyright on it. So just in case you're going to try and do things, it's already copyrights infringement right there. Yeah, so I do conduct business with it. Avril and Nyambura Mwangi.
Oh, that's beautiful. So tell us, what is your story? Who is Avril since you were a baby? Where did you grow up? How did you grow up? And what is your story?
Avril has been existent just for a little over 7 years. But Nyambura has been there from time that's now when you start saying babies and stuff.
Oh, so sorry, Nyambura.
So Nyambura.
Tell us Nyambura's story.
Nyambura, born and raised in Nakuru, came to Nairobi when I was venturing into higher education. So when I joined university, I came to Nairobi. But prior to that, I was studying at Kampala, in Kampala, Uganda. St. Joseph's Girls in Zambia for 6 years. Actually, no, for 5 years, because at the beginning I was at Lanet, Moi Forces Academy Lanet in Nakuru. So immediately after that, I moved to Kampala, Uganda, did my senior 2 to my senior 6. Then after that, now enrolled to the University of Nairobi School of Art and Design, and that's where I got my degree from. So that's basically my educational story, plus my being raised story.
Yes.
What else can I tell you? Avril, the musician, started my career when I was actually at the University of Nairobi, started in second year of my university, and it's just something that came to me. Initially, actually the story is, before I joined university, my then producer, Ogopa Lucas, called me and told me, you know what, I would like to hear your voice on something, because he heard me singing at a concert somewhere. Red Cross initiative. He called me, told me, I'd like to hear your voice on a record, and we see how we can be able to capitalize on that. So when I went to Ogopa Studios and recorded something on a Trapi, you know Trapi, so Trapi's music, he was like, you could actually do something like professionally in music. Is there something you'd be interested in? And I didn't see why not to do it, because I have this notion in my head always that if I will regret something later, then I'd rather do that thing and regret doing it than not doing it. So I joined university when I was already, trying to see what the industry is about, the music industry is about. But when I got to my second year of university, that's when now I just said, you know what, this is actually something I would love to do. And it just roped me in year after year after year till now.
Wow. Do you use your degree, by the way?
I do. I have a degree in art and design, Bachelor of Arts in art and design, product design to be specific, because that's what I majored in, and I do use it every other day. You see, people usually think using a degree is, if you studied being a banker, then you are a banker. If you studied accounting, then you're an accountant. If you studied, being a doctor, medicine, then you are a doctor. But for me, my application is in everyday life, because in product design, you learn how to make things. You learn how to use your ceramic, your glass, your fabric. And these are things I apply each and every day, and apply them even more specifically with the corporate entities that I get to work with Brand Avril, or other corporate entities that get to work with Brand Avril when I'm developing products for them, in terms of how I can see or how I can tell that your company can be able to work together with Brand Avril. I'm able to write a very, very nice document and present it. And everybody, people see it like, we did not know the side of you. So I apply my degree very, very much.
Now you said, okay, now we know that you have brains, and why did you go with the blonde hair? Because people might just think you're a blonde and you're beautiful.
Because they always say blondes have much more fun, I guess.
That's the reason why you went blonde?
No.
Or is that like your signature style?
It is my signature look, and why it ended up being my signature look and people always see me with it is because I have a gold undertone. So gold colors tend to look so much more better on me as compared to other colors, because I do crazy things with my hair. There's a time I had a maroonish tint on my hair, and it wasn't really going that well. I love dark colored hair, but then it makes me look so much more gothic and also makes me look so much more mature. But with the blonde, it kind of like brings out that youthfulness that I really like, because so it just tends to it's not about it, it's just about maturity, because you see with my music, and this is something I wish each and every brand, especially in Kenya, brand personalities would find in Kenya, is once your brand is associating to a specific market, then you need to look the part. So for me, my music, I'm always meeting 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds telling me, oh my God, Avril, I want to be like you, I love your music and all. But if I looked like a mother of 4 when they're coming and approaching me, I'd be very intimidating. So I like to have that what would you call it? Something like a middle line, so that they can look at me as the big sister, but not too much a big sister that they cannot approach me and tell me stuff that is, disturbing them, they like my music and such.
Do you have fans that go crazy about you? Like they've just done ridiculous things?
Yeah, I've been stalked.
Really?
I have actually been stalked. The time I was in town and I noticed a car just constantly, every single time I'd make a turn, it was right behind me. So I decided to just walk somewhere else, and when I came back, the guy had parked and waited for me. It was very creepy. There's a young girl who told me to cut off my hair, just like a small strand, and give it to her for memorabilia sake. And I was like, in African society, that is very suspect.
Yeah.
Giving people your DNA, yeah, it can turn out to be a little bit crazy. So
did you give her your hair?
I did, because you were a small girl.
You were not scared?
She was like 7. She was like 7. She was like 7. What was she really do?
7.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I encounter such things. But
how do you handle it? Like when?
For me, it's exciting. For me, it's because I never at any one point in time did I think that I would amass the kind of recognition that I have amassed, and I've never at any one point in time, or rather when I was starting, I never at any one point in time wanted this to be something so serious for me. So I was just doing it for fun, and I was also doing it to pay the bills, you know. So when slowly you start realizing what I'm building a brand and people are actually going crazy about it, then that became a bit exciting, scary, but exciting at the same time. So yeah, I take each day as it comes. All these things that I notice from people, they just fuel me. Yeah.
You said you were doing it to pay your bills, and most people want to get to music industry, but they keep everybody who is not in the music industry. Your first thing that will make you not get into it is because they say it doesn't have money. So does it have money?
Well, there's nothing else I do.
So you only do.
People will come and ask me questions like, so what else do you do apart from music? And I'm like, what else do you do apart from being a banker? Or what else do you do apart from being from this person or that person? This is all I do. I live off my music. I am able to pay tuition fees for my brother. I'm able to take care of myself. I'm able to take care of the people that I take care of. So for me, when people say that music does not pay, it's because A, perhaps they're not in the industry, they don't understand it. B, because they are not serious about it. So if it's an outsider looking in telling me that there's no money in music, it's because they don't understand how it works. It's just the way I would say there's no money in modeling, there's no money in photography, because I don't understand how they make money, you see. But if there's a person who's in the trade and they tell you, dude, I live in a mansion because of this, you know, because they understand where to get the money from. And if B, it's someone who's in the industry who's saying that music does not have money, it's because they were not patient enough. They thought that this was going to be an overnight thing. They're going to sleep tomorrow morning, they're going to be a big brand and they're going to make money. No, it doesn't work like that. It's just like any business. It needs to have a bit of time in it.
Yeah, so all you have to tell people is that it takes time.
It takes time to build.
You just don't make money like just when you get your first record.
It's just like business. Today you make 1,000 shillings in profit. Tomorrow you make a loss. The other day you make 5,000 shillings in profit. The other day you make a loss. The other day you make $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you said you got into music while you're in you mean your second year?
Yeah.
But Mama is the one that put you in the map.
Yes. Yes.
How was that? Like when you released it and then you actually started getting fame and people started recognizing you. How was that?
It was one of those things where I didn't really know whether it was something I wanted to do. So when I released Mama in 2009 and people were listening to it and telling me, oh, this is actually different. She's fusing a bit of Afro, but she's putting an R&B into it. And this is something that we would love to listen to. When that started happening, that's when now I started realizing that this is actually something I could do for a living. And I got calls and people are telling me, come and perform here with my one song. People calling me here, calling me there. More established artists like AY calls and says, you know, I would like to feature this girl on a record. Let's see what we can be able to achieve. When such things are happening, then I was like, wow, this is actually, it's just like what would I say? It's just like in any business. Again, I go back to business. You are an employee, you are an intern, and then all of a sudden the boss calls you into the office and gives you so much more work to do, and you start feeling important in the company. That is exactly what was happening to me. So I felt like, you know what, this is something that I could actually do. And more so when I started getting a support from the industry itself, industry players telling me this, giving me advice, telling me you need to do this, you need to do that. When that started happening, then that's when I started noticing things.
All right, we're taking a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more of Avril, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay, now ladies, if you know you bad,